Okay. Well, if anybody's here, welcome. My lights keep going on and off.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think it's just the bulb is loose or something.
Might be.
Yeah. Excuse me while I kiss the sky. Hold on. How? Fuck, that's hot. Okay. All right. Yeah, it's a little loose. 2 of them just don't work. From what it looks like, nobody's watching. Aaron had commented on the other stream. I don't know how long ago that was.
Yeah, let me see. I have to go over there. I'm not,
Yeah, I've got the chat screen minimized.
I had to make a new feed because my computer was being... Actually, no. Google was being stupid. I don't know.
Dinging me on Facebook.
Let me share. See what happens. I'll share.
Huh.
That was cute. Okay. All right, let's see. Okay.
I guess nobody's ever around at noon.
Well, I'm sharing. Let's see what happens.
Because I shared the old link.
Yeah.
Everywhere, and I shared this one.
Yeah, hang on.
I shared it on Twitter and on Google Plus. I guess people are at lunch and nobody's interested in seeing an afternoon stream, unless it's on the weekends, which sucks because I can't do crap on weekends, and I can't do crap at night because I don't get left alone. As it is when I'm watching live streams, I have to stop what I'm doing and get up when the dog needs to go out or anything else.
Right.
It's like I can't pause my stuff, and it's like you're watching a movie. I can't, and you can pause your crap. Like I can't pause. I can't pause the live stuff.
No, I can't.
I have to get up and.
I get it.
Well, I guess we can just chit chat until. Julie doesn't have class until 2:30 today because it's finals week.
Yeah. What you mean? Chit chat live? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Chit chat. Okay. What are you gonna talk about?
Whoever pops in on whatever.
Right.
We can talk about anything. It's a Q&A.
Right. So let's see. Alright, well, I got one for you. When did you figure out your house was haunted? Or how did you figure it out?
Probably when I was reading a book online. I was reading one of the Twilight books. Well, it's the one that wasn't published. It was the one that is Twilight from Edward's point of view.
Mm-hmm.
I was reading that on the author's website, and nobody else was in there. Everybody was in bed. I was the only one in the room, and I heard this female go like right behind me. I was like, okay, that's different. Yeah, that's when I kind of figured out. And plus, some of the rooms I feel weird in, but that could just be electrical stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like the hall bathroom, I always felt uncomfortable in, but that was a there was somebody in there.
Mm. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool.
What? You pacing? What are you pacing for? Come here. Here's my puppy. Here's my puppy. Puppy. Ah. Oh. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I am still tired.
Yeah.
I hate that blue wallpaper. Shit. There.
I'm still trying to prepare for my show tonight, but, you know, a lot on my mind. No.
So what topic? What unsolved murder case are y'all going to talk about?
Well, we weren't sure, but I think the one that's a little bit more fitting, or what is like interesting that I feel, is the John Benet Ramsey murder.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that one's really like not even solved. I mean, there's so much involved in that, and there's so many, like, you know, who said this, you know, who did, you know, the cops got everything, like, oh, it was the parents, but then they're like, no, it wasn't the parents. And so you know, I'm thinking that it's going to be a good discussion.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because that's what everybody was looking for to do. So I decided, you know, I'll do it.
Oh, yoy. No.
So,
I guess I can't expect a bunch of people to come in to watch my stuff because, you know, most people work. I don't, at least only on weekends right now.
well, they'll watch later. I'm
I'll
sure
probably get every thumbs
does.
down there is just because I'm kind of boring today.
No,
No.
I'm boring. I did not have such a good night last night. But
Yeah. Yeah, my Saturday night was kind of shitty.
yeah, man. Yeah. I hear you. What can you do, right?
Yeah, no.
Today I'm just here. Just here. I don't know what else to say. But, Let's see. What else can I ask you? I have a whole bunch of crap. Let's see. I can get you some of my questions. Let's see. Because I want to, I probably have to do this during the day to get you to talk. I mean, online to get you to talk about your investigation. But I mean, you can talk about it on yours as well. So you'll just hear about it twice. No big deal. So, where did you go for your first investigation?
I went to the Haunted Hill House in Mineral Wells.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Yeah, I even had stuff written down. Let me grab it. Because I had it written down, getting ready for I wrote it all down, doing my little prep. Of course, everything I wrote down was from the website for the place. But I did write stuff down. And like what that place was, what kind of house the place was, or, did I write down who the woman was? No, I didn't. But yeah, it's like it's really close to the Baker Hotel. It's like 150 feet from it. You can walk to it. It takes like 3 minutes to walk to the place. The house was built in 1890. And it was, at one time, it was a brothel. It was also a bootleg. There have been a lot of deaths there. One of the working girls had a little boy. His name is Josh. He was what did he call it? He called it some word. It was like an Asian Mongolian or something. Not Mongolian, but Mongolian. Something like that. But he was basically, the kid had Down syndrome.
Right. Okay.
So he was a little off. But yeah, he was the son of one of the working girls there. He's the one that was playing with me at the house and talking through the PSB7. He talked through it a lot. He's the one, and I asked if he wanted me to sit down on the floor and play with him. He said, yeah, very loud and clear. And when I did sit down on the floor, that's when he kind of hopped on my back, kind of like a piggyback ride, give him a piggyback ride.
Mm-hmm.
So I could feel just certain areas were cold, like where the arms would be hanging around the shoulders and all. That's where I felt the cold, and on my back from him, leaning on my back, which was really sweet. And we had balloons sitting on the bed.
It's your mother. Pick it up.
Yeah. Yes, Mom.
Pick it up. No,
she has the worst timing. Hold on. I know I'm on live. Hello. I am live. No, I'm live on the internet. I am live. No, I don't. And I am still live on the internet. I'm like doing a show. Bye. Oh, Lordy. She has bad timing. Everybody's got bad timing with calling me. They call me when I'm doing something. But yeah, where was I? And I was talking about the little boy. Oh, the balloons. Yeah, there was a red balloon and a blue balloon. Mm-hmm. And we put them on the bed. There's no airflow in the house, no air conditioning, nothing. Windows, doors closed. We told him, pick which balloon you wanted. And the blue one moved just a little tiny, tiny bit. But you could see the movement. And that was really cool.
That's cool.
And there's heard sounds. We were sitting in the kitchen eating pizza, taking a break. And we hear the back door open and close and heavy footsteps. And we're like sitting there like, like pizza up to our face and mid chew. And we're like, okay. And I was sitting there going like, who's there? Nobody answered. That was really weird. It was cool though. Yeah. Oh yeah, something else I had written down from it. And again, this stuff I have written down is all from their website, but I think anybody can look it up and find this stuff out anywhere. Previous owner had reportedly fell into a well out in the back of the house and died.
Mm.
And the house sometimes gets visits from the spirits of the Baker Hotel because the house was once a brothel and a bootleg, so I guess the spirits still go there in death. They still go there in death to go get some booze and have some fun with the ladies. Oh yeah, another previous owner of the house, her name was Fanny. Can't remember her last name. We tried to look her up and we couldn't find her. I mean, we found a Fanny, but I don't know if it was actually her or not. But we've got her through the PSB7. That's probably the only time I've gotten anything on the PSB7, other than the one time at my house. And it was we asked who's here and got the name Fanny, and we were told that was somebody who she used to own the house. I think she had died in the house. And we had gotten another name too. I can't remember what it was. I have all the PSB7 recordings. They're all on my SoundCloud, so I can just go anytime and listen to them.
Cool. So you got a couple of things from the house. So you got some evidence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, other than the stuff from the PSB7, did get some pictures. Of course, most people don't like orb pictures, but I mean, I can understand that because a lot of times it is just dust or moisture in the air or something on the lens. But when it's in just one it's, and I've even seen a chart that has different colored dust different colored moisture particles, and stuff like that. Let me see if I can figure out how to do this crap. I'm still trying to figure stuff out with the screen share. But when you see most orbs pictures, you see they're white. But when you see one that's, let me see if it's this one. Is it this picture? If you see one that's a different color, I would like to think that most of the time it is, there it is. I would say most of the time sometimes it can be an actual orb. Let me see.
Right.
There, that's the picture. Oops. Well, it would help if I kept the picture up.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get it back.
Oh no. There's some chicken out there. Mm-hmm.
Script. Oh, not capture. Damn it. Cancel. I don't know why I did the capture thing. Not what I wanted. Screen share is what I wanted. There. And share. Okay. But yeah, that's the picture. And, you know, they got the little orb right there. And it's purple. So
yeah, it is. So, do you know how old this place is? Or?
It was built in 1890, so it's over 100 years old.
Okay.
1990 is 100 years. It's well over 100 years old. It's like 125 years old. Yeah, 125 years old.
Okay.
So it is an old place.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Mm-hmm. And we did have, there are wild animals out there, coyotes and stuff.
So you pretty much had to debunk certain things because of the animals outside, or
yeah, there were some things that had, you know, that we had to debunk. I mean, some sounds, you know, because it's an old house, it settles, so knocks on the walls, you know, kind of took that into consideration as being just the wood, you know, the wood settling. And let's see, what else happened there? I know doors. We were told doors open and close. And I think we did see one. We didn't actually see it open, but we were downstairs. When we were upstairs and we were given the tour, all the doors upstairs were closed. And we got downstairs. When we went back up to look around, just the group, one of the doors was open a little bit.
Yeah. Wow, that's interesting.
And we had we were using one of those little periscopes. It's kind of like a REM pod in a way. And but it's always has blue, you know, it's got blue lights. They're always lit up. And it just lets you know it's on, so you can see it in the dark. But it's kind of like an EMF REM pod kind of detector thing. Something gets up to it, it lights up color, like a rainbow of colors across it. And it did that quite often. And we saw that light up a lot. It was always so fast that you couldn't really catch it on camera. And the video recorder had died, so couldn't video it.
Okay.
Let me think of what else. Oh yes, there were reports. The wood room where the purple orb picture was taken in. There were reports of people being scratched and bitten in there. None of us got scratched at all, and there were some parts of the walls that looked like there were some maybe nails sticking out a little bit. So we're thinking, you know, well, maybe somebody rubbed up on a nail and got scratched that way. And so we were trying to debunk. We were thinking we got that debunked because none of us got scratched the whole night we were there. Nobody got scratched. Nobody got bitten. Let's see what else. Oh,
That's
yeah.
pretty
There was
neat.
another picture that I had with the stairs, and it was really interesting. Let me find it. Let's see if I can find it, because I don't remember which picture it was. It's not that one. This one. Okay. All right. I found it. Get back to this little screen share. All right. This one. Okay. So right there.
Oh yeah, I see it's blue.
Yeah. That was not there when I didn't see it when I took the picture. I mean, I was just had this, I was just the guy that owns the house was downstairs talking to the other girls.
Right.
I was like, I'm going to go upstairs. Something told me to go upstairs. And so I went up there. I was standing on the it's like a staircase. It goes up, and then it says angled. It goes up and then turns like an apartment or a building or whatever. And so I was standing in that little part where the staircase bends. And I'm just taking pictures, like right there towards that room. That's Josh's room.
Okay.
All right. And then down here is Madeline's room. But right here, I took that picture and I was flipping back through it, and I went and showed the guy. He's like, I know what that is. There's a ribbon up there. Okay. There's no ribbon up there. And we looked in the same area, and we saw nothing blue anywhere on that staircase, on that railing. So we don't know what that was.
Well, see then.
Because it's kind of behind.
Right. It's behind the.
Yeah, it's behind the bar, the
Yeah.
rail. And like it's kind of.
Now, did you take another picture after that, or?
Yeah.
So then there's nothing there.
There's nothing there.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I need to look and see again.
Yeah.
Back in there. Where did I see it?
That is cool.
Let me see. Well, it is in the other picture. But we went up there onto that other side of that rail and did not see anything on that railing at all that was blue. But it was in two pictures. It was in two pictures I took. I'm so thirsty. Yeah, we thought that picture was really cool, though.
That is cool. So now the little boy that's there, is he? How did they say that he was? When he got there, or why he was there, or did they say?
Did they say why he was there? You mean how he died?
Did he live there? Or
yeah, he lived there. He lived in there in that room up on the second floor.
Okay. So then he lived there with his family before he passed, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was one of the ladies that lived there, that worked there when it was a brothel.
Mm-hmm.
She had a little boy, and that's who that was. He was, how old? What did he say he was? Because I knew it before the other girls asked the question, and he said on the PSB 7. how old he was. Let's see, 7. I think he was 7.
Oh. So, how did he pass? Did he get sick, or?
I think so, because back then, I mean, I don't think they really understood Down syndrome. They just thought he was retarded. He stayed in the bedroom all the time.
Oh wow.
So I don't.
That's sad.
He was really sweet.
I bet.
I think he followed me home. I think he was the one that followed me. My little attachment.
Yeah, he might have.
And the thing is, when I had said while I was there, it's like no, you know, because I do that if I go somewhere, like when I go somewhere and do the echo box, I say, you know, at the end of my sessions, I say every time, not allowed to come home with me, can't follow me.
Yeah.
They don't always listen.
No.
But yeah,
I'm sure they all don't listen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Let me look and see. So, how long have you been wanting to do this, and how many years has, ghost hunting or investigating has been your passion? How long?
Oh, how long have I been into the paranormal stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, since I was a kid.
Okay.
But the Hill House was my first one. If you don't count doing Echo Vox sessions in my own house.
Mm-hmm. I still say that counts.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess I've only been doing it for a year, as far as investigating.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, I guess I'm getting practice by doing my own house. And a lot of people say don't investigate your own house because it's subjective. But I know my house.
Right.
And I know what sounds are normal sounds. Like my refrigerator, it pops. It makes a loud pop.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I don't know why it does that. It's old though. It's like 20-something years old. My TV cracks. Makes a crack sound because of the plastic, I guess. The entertainment center, it's all wood. It's solid wood and heavy as freaking hell. It sound, when a house settles, it makes that crack sound, whatever. The entertainment center does that. So I know that's not paranormal or anything. There's just certain sounds I know the sounds my house makes normally. So I can already debunk all of that. But there are some sounds, like the breathy sigh that I heard when I was reading one night.
Mm-hmm.
At one of the hospitals I've worked at, it's closed now because they built a new one. The big W is what I call it because it's shaped like a W, and it's a huge hospital. But the one that replaced, I'm pretty sure it was haunted too because I was walking down the hallway. I was the only one in the area, nobody else, and I heard somebody say "hey," and it was a whispery "hey." And I turned around and looked because I thought somebody had been walking behind me, and there was nobody there. And it was a male voice. I could tell that.
Mm-hmm.
But I just, oh, there's just different things that have happened in different places. I mean, I think every place ghosts are everywhere. There are a lot of dead people.
Oh yeah.
So they're around. You just can't always get it, evidence saying that they're here or there or wherever. Because you can go to a house, like when I went to Hill House, it was very active. We were started, I think, at 8 o'clock.
Right.
And we were there till like about 2 or 3 in the morning. Between 8 and midnight, it was active. After midnight, it died down. It wasn't active. We didn't get anything. But the first 4 hours we were there, it was very active. We got a lot of stuff.
See, that's kind of weird that you'd get stuff and then but I guess they need the energy, so that's why it died down.
Yeah.
No, it didn't pick up after that, or?
I think maybe a couple of things after that, but not really much. It was pretty much dead.
No pun intended, huh?
You're right. But my house, it's active in the daytime. It's active any time of the day, really. But all my Echovox sessions I do, they're all done in the daytime.
Mm-hmm.
And I get a lot of stuff on it. I get a lot of relevant stuff. That answer questions.
Oh yeah.
I just did one last week, and it answered. I asked questions, and it answered right away.
Huh. Yeah, that's people say, oh, what is the best time to do an investigation, day or night? I don't know. I feel it doesn't matter. They're gonna. It's just like
it doesn't matter.
Come out whenever.
Yeah, they'll come out whenever. But if it's a residual haunting, it's certain times. It's just a certain time. It'll do it at the same time every day. But most people prefer to do nighttime investigations because you don't get the shadows from sunlight coming in and stuff, and there's less contamination, less traffic noise, things like that.
Right.
But you can investigate any time of the day, really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much. So, where is the one place that you would like to investigate at? Like, if you could go there, like, tomorrow.
Well, I'm 8 hours from Sally House. I would have to say Sally House.
Cool.
Yeah, I've been wanting to go there a long time.
Yeah, that place is pretty crazy. So there's no place else? That's the only place you want to go?
Let's see, trying to think of all the different places.
While you're thinking, I will be right back.
Let me think. Where would I want to go? Waverly Hills. One of the insane asylums, I guess. Winchester. Let's see. What is there? I've been to Myrtle's Plantation. A lot of energy there. Yeah, I think the Biltmore Mansion is haunted too. Oh, yes, here's some, because these are all in Texas. because I looked up haunted places in Texas.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know. It's a hard choice because they got the Winchester and and they go to all those insane asylums on the East Coast. I mean, Waverly Hills comes to mind, but that's because it's well known.
Right.
Or Trans-Allegheny. And there's a lot of places here in Texas. A lot of hotels. A lot of them in San Antonio. Because they had the Menger Hotel, which is right by the Alamo. It's supposed to be very haunted. There's an abandoned asylum in San Antonio.
That's pretty neat.
Because I wrote down all these places. Emily Morgan Hotel in San Antonio.
Right.
And Camberley Gunter Hotel, which is also in San Antonio. The Texas State Pen Walls Unit. It's in Huntsville. There's 2 hotels in Dallas that are haunted. They got Hotel Lawrence and the Adolphus Hotel. And that one I think is pretty well known, the Adolphus in Dallas. There's an old hospital.
See, I would want to do one of those because that's probably really creepy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And I was in Corpus Christi for a respiratory convention. The hotel I was staying at is like within walking distance of the USS Lexington. And it's supposedly haunted too.
Yeah.
So I was like 50 feet. The hotel I was staying at was 50 feet from that ship. I don't know if they do ghost tours or anything on that. I do know they give you can take tours on it. But I don't know if you can actually go investigate it without permission. Of course, you have to get permission.
Didn't you go to one? Like a hotel or something? Or that one in New Orleans?
I've been meaning to go to the Menger Hotel.
Right.
And I think the next convention that's there, I might stay a night at the Menger Hotel. I went to Myrtle's Plantation in Louisiana, but
that's cool.
Yeah, but I didn't get to stay there overnight because they didn't have any rooms available. So I just did the day tour, the regular day tour.
The haunted tour.
Yeah, and when I was sitting outside waiting for the tour guide to start, I was sitting in the rocking chair on the back porch where you wait at.
Right.
And I felt this energy right here next to me, and it felt like some man was literally screaming in my ear, like, get out, kind of like type of thing, like, get off my property. And inside the house, I was trying to touch everything I was allowed to touch.
Right.
And there's this macrame sewing box in the ladies' parlor, and I touched it. And right after I touched it, I felt like I was going to pass out. I felt like I was going to faint.
Oh, wow.
And
so you got the energy.
And didn't really feel anything else after that. Cold. The air on. I'm freezing. Yeah. And of course the picture outside that has the thing in the window. I'm not sure. mean, I had sent that to the National Paranormal Society, and they looked at it, and they determined it was reflection.
Okay.
But it wasn't in every picture that I took, because there were a couple of pictures taken at the angle, and that was the one that was showed up the most in, and then the picture after it, it wasn't there so much. But I mean, other people have said that it was, like staged, one of the staged things. But I did see other things in other windows in that same picture, in a couple of pictures after it.
So they thought it was staged, or?
Well, not the people I sent the picture to. They just determined it to be reflections from the trees and stuff. But the sun was on the other side of the house. So I don't understand that. Because this was this was after 2:00 in the afternoon, and the sun was facing the sun was like over here, and the picture's like on this other side of the house. It was on the opposite side of the house that the sun was shining. So I'm not sure how that could be considered reflections. I mean, it could be matrixing, because it did look like a person. But and that they have some attractions. They have like the holographic images that you can project. That's what other people have thought it was, that it was just like a hologram projection. I don't know. I just thought the timing of it was really weird and everything, because it looked exactly like a person in that picture.
Right, but see, that's my thing. So then there was nothing there.
Right.
And then before that, even when you looked at it when you looked at the window without taking a picture, you would have saw there's nothing there. So
yeah, and I'll bring up the picture in question.
So my thing is, how did it get there?
Right.
Sorry if you guys hear me chewing and trying to put something in my stomach, but it's just not working.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me get the screen share here going on so I can show you the. Okay. So there's the thing.
Right.
Bring it up closer. See, it looks like a person. But see, next to it, that looks like a face. And I don't know what that is, but they've said that that's reflection. But this does not look like a reflection. That looks like a damn.
That looks like a person.
Yeah. Oh, my son just came home. Hey, boo. Let's see, there was something else. I mean, that looks like a pumpkin face right there.
Yeah.
Let's see. But yeah, that does not. That looks like a person, because that looks like a face. It looks like a face from a member of KISS, but it looks like a face.
Yeah.
That's it. See, this is the front of the house. The sun was on the other side. And then this is the one my daughter took right after. Right. And it's still there.
Yep.
So I don't know. But there's like face in the window. That's the pumpkin face.
Right. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. Yeah. There's me. That's the courtyard area on the back side of the house. Oh, this is the gift shop that burned. It had burnt, I think, the month before. It had been on fire. You can see it's all burnt up here.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. This is where I was sitting at that I got screamed at in my ear by some man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And they said you can take as many pictures as you want downstairs in this room, the foyer. Couldn't go upstairs because that's where the guest rooms were. I thought the clock was cool.
That's different.
And there's the tour guide. In the mirror, I don't know. This is the guy that owned the house. And I think this is her. This is oleander. Very poisonous.
Yes, it is.
This is what supposedly Chloe had put in the birthday cake, and that's what killed the kids.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I know that story. Okay.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I got a freezing chill. It is freezing. And this is the haunted mirror that supposedly has a handprint. I don't know if that's a handprint. Oh.
It kind of looks like one.
But it was different. And then outside the house. But yeah, see the figure's not in this picture.
Not that, no.
And you can see how the shadows are. And in that picture, it's there.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just
that's
can't understand how that.
That's definitely. I don't know. Do you think it's the owner, the woman, or do you think it's Do you think it could be Chloe?
It could be. I mean, they suppose the tour guide has this big picture that they put out at the end of the tour. She sets it on the table, and there's a picture that supposedly has Chloe in between that gift shop building and the house. There's like a little shadow person right there, and they say it's Chloe. But there's no real evidence that she was lynched. They never found a body or anything, so they don't even. Their little legend is it's Chloe.
So pretty much they don't know how she passed away.
Right, because there's no evidence. There's no. It's just all hearsay, just all story.
What do they say? What do they?
I mean, they never found a body or anything, so they don't know what happened to her really. Whether her, the other slaves killed her or whatever. I'm not sure. I'll probably just go a few more minutes and then I'll shut the live part down.
Okay, whatever you want to do. Good for me.
If nobody's watching, we're the only two. My thing is showing, how many are watching. It just says 2 watching.
Okay, well,
it's like, oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
But I definitely do have to stop by 1:30.
Well, that's fine. Whenever you want to stop it. It's all right with me.
Sorry, I'm just using my camera thing to look behind me and stuff. I keep feeling like there's something there. And there. On the side. There's like all around.
Yeah. My stuff here, as you know, is haunted anyway. You've seen that before.
Yeah, you got some crazy stuff. You get the sounds like the pebbles being thrown at your window, but it's inside.
Yeah.
Let's see. I know you've seen full-bodied apparitions of a woman.
Yes.
Hooded ones. Ugh, my eyelid's twitching. I really hate when my eyelid twitches.
Yeah, there's a lot of crazy things that go on in here.
Mm-hmm.
I what did yeah, I hear at night, like, knocking on the, my table. I'm always telling them to stop, or whoever's doing it to stop, because it seems like they seem to want to do everything when I'm going to go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, to want to get my attention, you should have done it sooner, because, I'm trying to sleep or go to bed, and, they seem to tap real loud with it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's funny because lately, well, as of last night, I didn't even sleep. Still trying to make it through the day here, but I'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do it. I have my show to do tonight, so can't wait for that.
Yeah, maybe I can get rid of this damn. Can't get rid of this. I really hate this thing. How do I get rid of it?
Sometimes things just.
Oh, get rid of this. I've got this damn capture thing on. There we go.
There you go. We got it.
Shit. I was like, damn. Ah, Cheryl's here. Oops, I can't spell. My fingers are dyslexic.
Hey, Cheryl. How you doing?
How are you, Cheryl?
Let me see.
Oh, you know what? If you want to, let me copy and paste the link.
Yeah, you can come in, I guess.
Yeah. Let me see if I can do this. I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to do this thing. Let's see if I can.
Yeah, I'm trying to, trying to do some kind of investigation or whatever, but, I want to make a trip back to New York first and see what I can do there.
Mm-hmm.
Visit some friends, and, see if they want to go, maybe, on one.
Okay. All right. I think I got it. I think I did that right. I'm still learning stuff. Cheryl, I think I think I put it in the description if you want to refresh. I have to get back into that screen. Okay. Yeah, Cheryl, it's in the description if you want to just refresh and you can join in.
No, I've been trying to look for my pen for like an hour so I can write down my notes for the night, but it's just not.
Hi, Cheryl. Hi.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you.
She might have to go out and come back in. Well, I've been trying to look for my pen for like an hour so I can write down my notes for the night.
Hi, Cheryl.
Hi, can you hear me? She's got to mute her. Hi. Hello. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, you can? Mm-hmm. She might have to go out and come back in. Well, I've been trying to look for my pen for like an hour so I can write down my notes for the night.
Hi, Cheryl.
Hi, can you hear me? Oh, there's a big delay.
Mm-hmm.
Hi. Hello.
Yeah, I think there's like a 20-second delay between what the people in the chat say, you know.
Yes. Yeah, I can hear you.
Between the chat and the
you can?
stream.
Mm-hmm. So I have to go out and come back in. I'm trying to look for my pen for like an hour. God, Pete ears. Hi, can you hear me? Oh, there's a big delay.
Mm-hmm.
Hi. Hello.
Yeah, I think there's like a 20-second delay between what the people in the chat say, you know.
Yes. Yeah, I can hear you.
Between the chat and the
you can?
stream.
Mm-hmm. So I have to go out and come back in. I'm trying to look for my pen for like an hour.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop the live. I have my YouTube screen muted. I just have the hangout going. I'm gonna stop the live feed though.
Okay.
Because it's been an hour.
Okay.
That was not a ghost. That was my daughter. Okay.